Well, this is going to be pretty tricky. I mean, I've done some booger welding in my life, but I don't actually know what's going on here. I don't know if they tried to adjust this and this was rusted to the plate behind here, and they took it upon themselves to cut a hole in it and I guess take an arc welder. I don't even know what they welded that with. Probably an arc welder, judging by these little tappies. Well, anyways, it's not going to work anymore, so it's like a 1/4 inch further lower than what the door is now with the new door pins. So I'll have to get this panel off and reach in there and see what's in there, and I guess take my cut-off wheel and cut around this whole mess and get that out of there and clean it up and see what the deal is on it. So guess that's what I'm going to start doing. So I end up having to just cut that whole nonsense cobbled mess out of there. I still don't know what's going on. Well, good thing I got a parts javelin hood. I can hopefully get in there and cut a nice little square and figure out how to maybe make it a little bit more sound structure wise. Put that plate back in there and rob the striker off that parts javelin. But yeah, that's pretty brutal. Well, for kicks and giggles, I'm going to just tear this apart and see if I can clean it up and kind of reuse all this. I don't want to take the striker out of that parts javelin. Somebody might give me $1 trillion for it one day. But no, really, I don't want to take parts off of it. Somebody might actually want to take that car and build something out of it, and I hate taking more parts off of it than it already has missing off of it. Well, that's good, I guess. But I cleaned up pretty decent, so I might be able to utilize it for now. See about getting something else. I mean, I know this door pin thing is latch, whatever you want to call it, is pretty terrible, but that should be fine. Well, this is what I can come up with. Can't really cut it out because this is spot welded. This little box here that holds the other part of the striker assembly is actually spot welded. And to cut all that rust and crust out of there, I'd have to cut this whole box out, and it would just be more work than I want to do. So I am going to weld this panel in there, and then I should be a little bit more strength. You know, it's not real super thick, but it's about as thick as this. Actually, it's probably slightly thicker than that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to weld that bad boy in there, put the striker back in, see if I can get this door to actually shut today so the wife doesn't yell at me. Well, it's not perfect, but I don't have any more welding gas, so it's good I can do. That's the best I can do right now, but it looks a little better. Well, I'm going to grind that down, see how well it looks or how bad it actually, my weld is, and grind her down, and we'll have another look here in a minute. That's not terrible, so I'm going to clean it up a little bit more and throw that little striker thing in there, and we'll see if it'll actually shut, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do to try to make the patch look a little bit better. So here's my theory on this. Since I had to get creative and put that little piece of sheet metal over the door jamb, I should probably remove one of these washers off of this striker because it's going to be sticking up that much further. But that's just a theory of mine. So well, I'm going to try to get this thing to actually screw in there and get it adjusted, and we'll see if it'll shut. Alright, there it is back in there. I haven't tried this yet. Well, it just needs to go in just a little bit. Oh, look at that. Nice. Well, look at that. I actually got something done today. Got ourselves some new door pins in. Got a new striker. That's better looking than what the previous one looked like. So, well, I thought it would take a couple of days to do this. I should have probably did the right thing and went and got some welder gas, but I can touch it up a little bit later. I'm just happy it's functional and doesn't look like well, look like it was on the Titanic is what it looked like. So alright, well, that's going to be the end of this video. We'll see you next time.